You've tried to quit, more than once. Last night, you made yourself a promise. This is the last time. But today, here you are again, caught in the same cycle. You feel frustrated, angry, ashamed. Why can't I stop? You're not weak, you're not lazy, but you feel trapped. You delete the apps, you erase the browser history, you uninstall Instagram, unfollow every trigger, you try journaling, you pray, you write goals in. But a few days later, you relapse again, and the cycle continues, day after day, week after week, like you're stuck in a loop you can't escape. Here's what nobody told you. This isn't just a bad habit. It's neurological, biological, psychological. It's not just about porn, or lust, or even willpower. Because deep inside your brain, something else is going on. Something powerful and sneaky. It all starts with your brain, more specifically, your prefrontal cortex. This part of your brain is responsible for self-control, discipline, and decision-making. But here's the catch. If you're a teen, or even in your early 20s, your prefrontal cortex is still developing. That means your brain isn't fully equipped to control impulses yet, and urges feel stronger. Temptations hit harder. Now combine that with dopamine, the feel-good chemical your brain releases every time you watch adult content and masturbate. It feels amazing, euphoric. Your brain gets hooked. It says, I want more of this, and I want it now. You're no longer chasing pleasure. You're escaping discomfort. You're feeding a craving. It's the same dopamine loop seen in sugar addiction, gambling, even drugs. The worst part? It doesn't stop at dopamine. This cycle begins to rewire your brain, numb your motivation, shrink your confidence, and blur your real-life connections. So the question is no longer, can I stop? It's, what will happen if I don't? Meet Aryan. He was 16 when he first stumbled upon adult content. At first, it was just curiosity, a one-time thing, maybe twice a week, but slowly it became a habit, then an escape, then an addiction. By 17, Aryan was hooked. His brain craved those dopamine hits, again and again, every single day. Real life? It started to feel dull. Without that screen, he felt anxious, empty, like a drug. It had taken control of him. By 18, Aryan's social life was in ruins. He stopped meeting friends, ignored calls, and dodged every invite. Even making eye contact felt like a battle. Social anxiety gripped him like a chokehold. He was trapped in his own mind, drifting further from the real world. At 19, the toll was undeniable. Aryan felt drained, constantly. Every day felt like a battle just to get out of bed. It is not against the world, but against myself. And most of the time, I was losing. I couldn't remember the last time I woke up feeling rested, genuinely rested. Motivation? That became something I used to have. Dreams? They faded into the background like static noise. Focus? Gone. Like a leaking tap that never stops dripping, my energy was draining, bit by bit, and I had no clue why. And maybe the worst part? I didn't even realize I was fighting a battle until I was already losing it. By the time Aryan turned 21, he looked back, and all he saw was a blank space where his life should have been. 5 years lost to addiction. No meaningful friendships, no direction, just a carousel of guilt, shame, and a haunting sense of regret. The life he could have lived slipped through his fingers. All he had left were fragments of what could have been. So let me ask you, how will you escape the trap that's slowly, silently stealing your focus, your energy, your life? Let's be honest. Motivation won't save you. Not the hype, not the reels, not another "you've got this, bro" quote. It's like putting a Band-Aid on a bullet wound. There are only two things that work. First, you need to see the truth. All this so-called content, these endless videos, they're not just harmless fun. They're part of an industry that profits from keeping you distracted, dependent, and dull. They're not giving you pleasure. They're selling you a lie. And every click you make, you're paying with your time, your mind, your future. You deserve better than that. But it starts with facing the truth. Second, you've got to train yourself to face the urges, not hide from them, not fight them with brute force, but really look at them, sit with them, and remind yourself, you're not a slave to them. You don't have to act. You can choose. Every time you resist, you sharpen your mind, you build your discipline. And that discipline, it's not just self-control. It's the foundation for a real life, a life built on focus, confidence, and real freedom. This isn't guesswork. Everything I've said is rooted in real research, backed by studies, stories, and painful truths that too many people are still afraid to talk about. You don't have to take my word for it. Check the links in the description and see for yourself, but just know this. The truth is out there, it's waiting, but it only works if you're ready to face it.